Good evening, everyone. It's 5:02. Wow, you're welcome to TechBiz Transformation Series brought to you by Eco Innovation Center. And as we all know, TechBiz is about your growth and the growth of your business. And in Eco Innovation Center, we commercialize and accelerate innovation that is anchored on technology. So TechBiz is a way of supporting businesses and supporting the entrepreneur ecosystem by bringing thought leaders and experienced entrepreneurs to share their knowledge to you for free. And for today, we'll be talking about scaling up your startup, and we have Chigozie Opara. I'm sure a lot of people will be wondering where is Doja? Where is Doja? Apologies, everyone. Doja is not in today. She's not feeling so well. I'm Bola Tito Oladumoye, Community and Media Manager, Eco Innovation Center. So I'll be anchoring today's episode of Tech Biz series. Chigozie, you are welcome and we are delighted to have you. Can you please introduce yourself?
Kindly unmute me. Okay, good. Hello, everyone. My name is Chigozie Okwara. I run a small company in Lagos, Nigeria called Softwork. We connect freelancers to businesses and we help startups grow. We help them channel their energy into what's really right for them because most startups don't really know what they want. So we're trying to help them like grow and everything. So yeah, basically, I'm here to share a lot of experiences with you guys through the slide that goes with here, and also yeah.
Okay, we are also eager to learn from you. I'm sure the people who have on the call are eager to learn from you. So you can just dive in and take us through your slides. However, during the point of registration, we have a couple of questions which people have sent in. So yes, after your presentation, we'll have the Q&A session, and I'm sure everyone will enjoy it. Please go ahead, Chigozie.
Okay, so I'll start from how can the slide go down? Next slide. So my slide. What do we start with? Okay, so yeah, we're going to discuss on how to scale your startup, right? Basically, and I mean there are a lot of ways to scale your startup and a lot of unique ways and all that. But coming from my own side, working with over 300 startups in Nigeria, I've come to realize certain things, and I'm going to share it with you on this slide. So yeah, so next slide. Okay, so preparing to scale up your startup. Well, mostly we all blame the Nigerian factor for a lot of things. Yeah, people keep saying Nigeria, 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 and a lot of things. But mostly the people in Nigeria, the people itself, don't really know what they need to scale their startup. There are a couple of things you need to know first before you even go into a business. It might sound so interesting, it might sound so mind blowing, and all, but the truth is that you need to consider a lot of things. Your ecosystem is very, very important. You have to really, really put that into consideration first of all before you go into it. So I'll just dive down straight to the next slide so we can just start sharing these tips. So first of all, you have to ask yourself if your business is really scalable. So you have to know your niche, your business, understand what you really want to solve. First of all, if your business is not going to solve any problem, then you're probably not going to scale at all, because the truth is that your business has to solve one problem, at least one problem. It might be only one problem is solving, but you have to solve one problem first of all. You have to also know if your business is on high demand by people, because you might have a fantastic business that works in China. If you bring it all the way down to Nigeria, you might not scale. A lot of tech startups have also tried to start a lot of things that they do in Australia, Hong Kong, the rest of them, but they never thrive here. And you will just feel that the Nigerian market isn't adapting what you have. We are not exposed. But things that most countries or most locations around the world are not ready for some types of technology right now. So you have to ask yourself a very, very sincere question, very, very sincere question. Is my business scalable? Is it the kind of business that you pump in lots of money and you end up losing your investors' money, or using your own personal funds and not reaping them back or anything? So you have to really ask yourself that question. So the next slide, identify your core. I would say identify your selling point in quote. So basically, you have to know, what are you selling? That's the first thing you have to ask yourself. What are you selling? What is this thing I'm going to put in my business that's going to make my business grow? You might have 5 or 20 features on your platform, and yeah, and you're looking at how to sell every single thing to the people, but it won't sell. You have to find one unique selling point. Let me look for one brand. Let me use a big brand. Dangote. When you hear Dangote, you hear cement. So Dangote has tons of other products, but there's one particular product that's thriving for him, which is the cement. So he has focused, putting like almost 70% energy into that, and he's still pushing it with other streams of other incomes that he has coming in, other businesses he has. But he knows his selling point. This is my selling point. I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to expand it to other countries and all that, putting more marketing into it. He knows his target market. His target market is people that want to have homes, people that want to build houses. So they're all there. So why not just focus on it and sell it? Most startups right now, they want to do everything. They want to put all the features into their platform. If it's a tech startup, they want to put in all the plugins into it. If it's a boutique platform, they want to sell all the types of clothes, even shoes or anything. If it's a food business, they want to do all the types of food so they can reach every market. That way you won't have a clear focus. You won't know your core. So from what I realized, if you want to start up first, start up small. Most people will say dream big, how to do it big, but dream big, but to get to the top, you need to start from the first step. You understand? So start small, understand the business, see if you're getting traction, see if customers are calling you back daily for it, then look at how the customers are reacting to it. If you're selling burger as your business, and customers are saying, please, where can I get drink? You now realize that, okay, I can start selling burger and drink, but let me still keep selling my burger. I can refer them to a drink brand, but as time goes on, I'll start selling drinks. So you have to know what really goes with your business very well before you move into more features, because it can be very overwhelming sometimes. The Nigerian factor can also play into you, where there's no support, there's no funds and anything, and you just crumble down. You might have all the funds at the same time, but still you might not be able to like scale up properly because of you don't know your core. So I'll move to the third slide. Automate or outsource everything you can. Okay, so I'll point in my own company. So my company is Softwork. We outsource talent to companies. So we've come up with a lot of packages for SMEs and startups, where SMEs don't really know how to source for the best web designer, the best digital marketer, and they don't even have enough funds to put in an in-house web developer or in-house digital marketer. That's where they come to people like us, like Softwork. They come, they say, I need to market my platform around Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Can they give us a freelancer to help us solve this problem? So it's a one-off project. You're not going to put anybody in-house. You'll be following them up, paying them salary every month. You just outsource a lot of things to reduce stress from yourself. Now, most companies work remotely around the world. I feel it's only Nigerians that if you don't go to work, they'll think you're very lazy. but the gospel truth is that if a business is making money, I feel that's where you know a business is doing well. And that's when open people want to invest in your business. So you can work from anywhere and still be a very, 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 very valuable business. That's the truth about it. So learn to outsource a lot of things, learn to seek partnerships. Most businesses don't know how, most startups rather, don't believe in partnerships. So to grow, you have to do a lot of partnerships going up. You could start from the early stages too. Some people fear start from early stages because they feel that someone might go and steal the idea or something. If your idea is your idea, is your idea. Don't have that idea of keeping things to yourself, or this person is not part of my company, I cannot give him the project. No, learn to outsource, learn to work with people. As long as there's an understanding, have a lawyer on your side that's giving you good tips on what to do, proper partnerships, proper documentation, roadmaps, timeline, guidelines. You need all that. So outsourcing is very key for a startup, because I mean, at the early stage, you don't want to spend so much. Even if you have a lot, you don't want to spend so much. You want to spend lean, grow well, and everything. So yeah, so I'll go to the fourth slide. Make your business workable without you. Very important. So I'll give you an instance. 4 years ago, I had a startup, right? I started one small company. We're outsourcing agricultural products. We connect farmers to exporters. So I was going to the farms myself, I was doing all that myself. I had two in-house staffs, but they never followed me. So they didn't know my farmers, they didn't know their locations, they didn't know nothing. You understand? So it was a hard toll on me because when I fell sick, the farmers would call, the clients would call, I won't pick up, I was losing business. I know how agriculture is, they are perishable goods. Goods must always come from one point to the other and must come at the right time or else they will spoil. So you see a farmer telling me that, calling me, trying to tell me that the goods are already close by, they're coming and I cannot pick up. But my staff didn't know. They didn't even know what's going on because I always did everything myself. I never put them in the loop of everything. So making your business workable goes a long way. Having a very, 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 very strong staffing is very important. You might not have 500 staffs or 10 staffs, but just having three people that are on standby for you at every point in time. When you're not there, someone else can always like run your business for you. Is very, very, very key. Very key. If you miss that part, I mean, when you're sick, your business is sick. When you're crying, your business is crying. When you are emotional, your business is emotional. You get, so you don't want to rub off your personal feelings around your business. So always try to make sure everybody is hands-on. Once you're not there, the company still stands. And all. So yeah, so that's basically the 4 point. And the fifth slide. I hope I'm not running too much, bro. But running too much. So okay, no, the fifth one. Don't go overboard in these key areas. Okay, so hiring, spending, building. Very key part of a startup, right? So most startups, some people start up very lean, some people start up with so much money on their hand, and they want to employ all the staff. They want to have accountant, they want to have marketer, have in-house lawyer, have everybody. They want to have a very nice office. They want to have every single thing without even having a proper structure. So you see some people hiring everybody, and after 4 months, they're owing salary. They're owing salary. They're coming up with stories. When projects come, they're able to deliver projects and all that. I remember when we started my company, we're not doing some types of marketing. We could do everything, but we are not marketing to a lot of big companies because we didn't have the resources to handle them. We didn't have enough freelancers to handle a lot of projects. So we're just coming down like, let's go and meet company A because company A will demand for our in-house lawyer, our this one. We don't have that yet. So let's not go and say we have. Like most companies do that thing, they'll say we have, but they don't really have. So we don't want to be that type of company because that's a lot of lack of integrity and poor transparency and everything. And we want to build our company on due diligence and everything. So, I mean, that was very key for us. So we realized that hiring is not, you have to hire with how do I put it, with care. Don't put people into your company and at the end of the day you're unable to pay them and all that. So it's wrong. Spending also, most people want to overspend. They open a new company, they buy 10 new laptops, they buy Mac laptops, the highest laptops and everything. I want to lie to you. I'm a tech person. We have tech around me and everything, but we try to spend. We know what we are buying. We know what we're using our devices for. You are buying a HP or an Apple laptop. You know, why am I buying this laptop? Is so amount of money. Why am I buying it? Is it just to show that I have a fancy office and a fancy laptop? When people come to my office, they just smile and say, "Wow, you are doing well." We're real life, you are not doing well. So I feel spend to grow your company back. You're not trying to make anybody smile at you and say you have a nice. I know perception is there, but I mean, it only works well when your account is doing well. Why would you look physically good or your office look physically nice and you're not making nothing? Because in a few months we end up crumbling down. So I feel wherever you are, spend lean. If possible, start working from home. Don't wait till you have an office before you say you must work. Start working from home, start creating that email list, start sending on your WhatsApp, start getting businesses through your WhatsApp, use a lot of things, use a lot of easy applications that are there already that are for free. WhatsApp is one of the highest, biggest marketing tool ever in this life. Or people don't know it. People want to look for how to go and pay extra money to get a lot of numbers. But on WhatsApp, you could do a lot of things through WhatsApp. My company use WhatsApp a whole lot. WhatsApp business is one of the biggest resources we use, and it brings in the money we want to see. You understand? So I feel people need to leverage on a lot of not free but a lot of useful apps that already exist. There's no need to spend a lot of money on massive apps when there are the normal ones that are there. Utilize the ones that are available for you. Then from there you can grow. Then building once you achieve your product market fits, you can start scaling up. You understand? Don't start from the highest top or build a very massive. You have a lot of funding, you don't start building up like everything you want to do and I say, let me now start. You end up forgetting some resources and you end up seeing those resources crumbling down. Everything just starts from starting a bit lean. You might have all the resources, but make sure you start and understand your market well. Don't don't go overboard in anything you're thinking. Try to calm down in your thoughts. Try to know what you really want for your company. Try and start a lot of, if you don't really know your core, I'm going back to the third or second slide. If you don't really know your core, try to start picking out a lot of features from your businesses once from your business. Look at all the points on which you want to make money from. Start them a bit. Maybe the first month you start this one. How did it go? It went fine. Okay, good. Second month, try this one. It doesn't go okay. It's a learning curve. You're not in any race with anyone. You have to know how to like take your time, be on your own lane. Because many people are overwhelmed with Instagram right now, seeing a lot of people raising funds. You're just all scared that I must do the best. I must go and raise my own money, or try to look good on social media, or try to make sure people don't think that you're stuck. People think that if you don't, you can't wait for anybody's perception for you to thrive. You're the only one that can tell yourself the truth. So you need to like calm down, take everything step by step, look for the right people to talk to, always share ideas around yourself. There are platforms that exist where you can meet a lot of people say mentors, right? I feel you have to mentor yourself first of all before you get mentors. This is another topic for another day, but it's so deep that people think that before you think, you must meet someone to think for you. No, I feel you have to build your own mental capacity first of all before you even meet a mentor, because meeting a mentor also goes a long way. Some people realize that you have nothing upstairs and they'll just tell you what they tell you, and you go ahead and crash and think that the mentor is not a good mentor. But first of all, your mental capacity. There's one other part that is not on this slide, which is being ready in your head, right? So I think being ready in your head is very, very important. Some people are carried away by what's going on, saying I must have my own business, I must be an entrepreneur in quote. I think that name is overrated. It's so interesting to everybody. I'm an entrepreneur, it's interesting. I want to do my own business, I want to be my own boss, all sort of things. Yes, it's cool and everything, but are you mentally ready for to what it is? There's no book that will tell you how to be an entrepreneur. Any book you see of how to be an entrepreneur is a fault. You should never buy that book. I think you can buy it and throw it away if you want to buy the book, but don't read anything about it. Yourself, you're the one that can tell yourself if you're ready to run a business, if you're ready to face the challenges that people have faced, if you're ready to go through all the troubles, if from the little things you're able to stand up and say, I'm not giving up, I'm going forward. It's not even about having the business before you think you can give up or not. From little things that happen around you, you can tell if you give up a lot. That's the truth about it. So you have to be mentally ready first of all. Tell yourself the truth. Like, am I able to get these things done before I start? Because I remember I went to the University of Lagos. I studied system engineering in the University of Lagos. I remember in school then, I just saw my friends, I have mostly older friends. I saw all my friends doing businesses and everything. I was in engineering, but I mean, I had to do business by all means. I know in engineering, you have to make sure you're reading your book and cramming your formula as well. But I was busy cramming formulas of how to make money. If you do profit sharing, if you share my profit from here to here, this will happen, that kind of thing. So, I mean, all that actually crumbled a number of things, maybe work and also my school, because I didn't understand what I was doing. Yeah, so I realized that, okay, I have to balance this up. I have to reduce business because I have to really pass my exams. Because so let me pass my exams, graduate, then start. But I now saw myself going back to the business again. But I started reducing the time I spent for business. I had to balance everything up. I feel everything I learned from there to where I'm at, and also trying to even give a piece of advice to another startup is was meant to happen, right? So being mentally ready. If you're not mentally ready, you might break down. Some people give up and say they're going back to go and work. I have friends that had big businesses, but they're working in 9 to 5s now. Like when I see them, I'm like, I was looking up to you, you guys, this guy. He had a very nice company, he had staffs, but crashed everything. He had to go and find a job. You get it was overwhelming. He had funds to put out and a lot of things. So and I realized that it's not even about having the money. You can have the funding that you get, but you will never to grow your business. So knowing how to really push a business is very important and your mental strength. So I think I said the whole I think I've pretty much exhausted my slide. So what you need to remember, okay, what you remember scalability, yeah, basically self-discipline is another thing. Some people make money from their businesses but still end up spending their own money on a lot of things that are not important. Also, I mean, knowing that your business is scalable, first of all, I mean, a lot of nice ideas. The Elon Musk of this time, everybody's thinking of one new spaceship. They want to put and think of how Nigeria can have a spaceship, or some people are trying to build their own cars in Nigeria when there already cars already exist. So I feel there's some things you can think of to solve a problem in your own ecosystem or your own society, not looking for a thing to solve a global problem when the industries in Nigeria are not even functioning properly. So you won't produce your own car. You have to still go and call China to produce your car for you before you now say that you now say you're doing something innovative. I don't some things that don't really align in some parts of the world. So I feel you have to like really know your business. And the way fintech is going right now in Nigeria and everywhere, you realize that people spend the spending strength in Nigeria is a whole lot. So something like fintech is something very important. So you know that okay, this is a scalable business. People want to sit back. They called us the lazy youth at some point, right? So we like to sit back, relax, and get things done for us just through our phone. We would like to sit back on our phone on Instagram and be entertained. Nobody wants to go anywhere again. I think COVID even made us even more aware of how lazy because we are. But I mean, we are lazy youth, but we are still very innovative. We are still very creative. At the same time, we just need that extra mental push. Not you don't need the government to push you. You need the mental push first of all. There are a lot of opportunities around you, but most people are just distracted. Most people see a lot of things and want to and feel that they should have it now, now, now. So I feel everybody needs to get that mental strength first to be able to understand. Okay, I'm doing a business in this country. There are a lot of problems in this country. I don't need to be distracted. I need to focus squarely on what needs to be done. Know if what I'm going to do is going to profit me, profit people around me, if it's going to solve a problem. First of all, if your business is going to solve a problem in your own head, if you're actually solving a problem, then don't even start it because it will not scale. You understand? So knowing what skills, what solve a problem first, what what does it need a lot of push to do. Some people are in positions where they can get some resources. That's when they realize that I can do this business and get the resource easily or get the government to partner with me quickly, then solve a problem you get. But for a very lean, small startup, I always advise just look for the nearest problem around you. Keep thinking of a problem around you. Solve, outsource your problems to solution providers. Get the right advice. Get a very unique team around you. Don't let everything live on your head. Call your friends, even if you have a friend working in an accounting firm, beg him, please just be my accountant. I'll send you my books every weekend. Help me look at my books, please. That kind of thing. I have a marketing friend working in a marketing agency. Please, I have this company. Please, you have to start by saying please. Please is very important as a startup. Don't wait to start looking for how to pack all the money and start paying everybody. Work with people. From there, you will learn how to work with people. From working with your people around you, your friends and family around you, then you know that okay, this is what it is. I can run this business in a unique way. Okay, I think I have said this will be. I think I wanted to wait for more for questions actually, though. So I just like.
Okay, so at the point of registration, we had a couple of questions, and I'll just read them out. So
Okay.
the first question I'll ask you, Shigode, is this. Um, I'm a business owner. How do I get market traction for my startup? That's one of the questions we have. Can you please shed more light on that?
Okay, so knowing your core, first of all, like I said in the slide, once you know your core, first of all, you already know that, okay, this is my core and this is the market I'm focusing on. Then you need to like actually focus on that market. Because I mean, some people know their core, but they get distracted along the line. So getting traction is you taking yourself, putting your business out in front of the faces of this particular market and seeing if this market really buys your idea. If they don't buy your idea after a couple of times, yes, I mean, you have to be very flexible, change your concept or tweak your concept. That's where you now, when you are going to pitch your creating your pitch deck, you tell the investor where you started from. I did this, it didn't work. Now I'm at this point. I'm trying to sell. I was selling slippers, but my slippers was rubber. People were not buying rubber slippers, but now they started buy. I now tried leather, and now leather slippers is now selling. So now you know that people of this particular market or this particular niche, they like leather slippers because of they are from wherever they are from. You understand? So knowing your market, growing traction for your business goes by actually knowing your core first of all, and knowing your target market from the beginning, from the onset. You tell yourself, this is my business, this is my product, this is what I want to push, and this is the market that you think needs it. Because you think this is the right one, but you have to like start pushing into that market first of all to really know if your market buys it. Then you see traction, you see people are asking you for your slippers. They will start telling you about the price you always. I'm using slippers for example because I just bought a slipper, so I'm using slippers for example. So yeah, I mean yeah. So knowing your core is very important for that.
Okay, so one other question we have there is focused on finance, and it is how do you secure finance to scale up? How do startups secure finance to scale up?
Okay, so first of all, the easiest way to secure finance is maybe from saving your money you've been making or dash money in quotes. You save up dash money. Then if your business makes a lot of sense, you tell your friends, tell your family, borrow me some money, let me do business. Because no big investor will invest in something that hasn't been proven yet. So you can look for small funds from family and friends to give you to show that your product or your core has traction. Do you understand? That's another
Okay.
stage. So to seek for finance, you have to actually show that there's a market for your business or for your product. Nobody will put in money if they don't see that your business has a market at all. So it's left to you to find that friend and family that if they give you that 100 naira, they won't ask you back for 100 naira at some point. They just let you relax with the money first and do on with the money. But you get that money first or your own pocket savings from all the money they've been dashing you, uncle, auntie, Christmas money, Easter money, you save up money. Easter is here again, so I know some people get Easter money too. So Easter money, they dash you 50K, just keep like 20K aside to buy a website domain or buy complimentary card for us or get a logo. Logos are like 5K to 10K. I mean, so let's get a logo first. And we see people like the name of your logo, post your logo on social media, put coming soon, those type of things. You just see people say, what are you doing? That kind of thing. You start sharing your idea around your friends and family through your WhatsApp or your Facebook. And from there, you can see you're looking for partnership, you're looking for someone to come and join you in the company, you're looking for a co-founder, what's in for the person, what should the person bring, you write your costing down. So those are the easy ways to get money from it for a startup. I don't think you can go and start carrying your whole idea and go and show one investor and tell the person that I believe this idea will be the best idea in the world. The investor might be your uncle. So your uncle might still give you money and you think he's not an investor. If your uncle gives you money, maybe he just, this is my young nephew or niece. I've known his name is let me just dash you money. But for an investor to give you proper money, they need to really know that your business has good traction and can actually make money for them, that kind of thing. So friends and family and personal savings is the first go-to for
Okay,
fund.
thank you so much for that. And since you've mentioned something about investors, I have another question here. Like, how can a startup gain credibility before potential investors come on board?
Okay, so to gain credibility, you have to do a number of things. First of all, so everything actually goes around your traction and your core. Like your market has to be available already. You know that, yes, I have a market
Okay.
already, a ready market that's already on ground. I have clients that are already calling me. I've already supplied some things. I've already used my services, a number of that. Then you also have to invest in marketing. So at this time and age, digital marketing is very, very, very important. Very important. You need to create an online presence for yourself. You need to make sure you're out there. You need to use Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Your LinkedIn profile is very important. Make sure you are positioning yourself properly. You're not just in your cupboard hiding your business and looking for only if you have a lot of money. I don't want anybody's money, but if you want people to invest in your company and all, you have to put yourself out there, put your business out there, speak about your business, be the highest town crier about your business, push it with all your might, post everywhere, unique marketing. But I know digital marketing is one of the things that make investors see you. You might not have to walk into an investment firm to speak about business, but just posting on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn can actually get someone to send you a message. So you understand? So make sure you are pushing your business with all your strengths. So if that's where you can get that easy investor to come with you and give you funds.
Okay, so we have a question for you, and it's directed towards your company, and
Okay.
and this is, what sales approach and strategy do you use to scale your business?
So am I supposed to? Am I supposed to
No, 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 no.
reveal?
You don't have to give us a
Okay, so it's
direct
pretty basic.
answer.
It's pretty simple. So my company has software. We've positioned ourselves in a very unique way that we're trying to solve problems for SMEs and a number of other business. But we focus, our core is actually the SME. So we've seen how SMEs want to start and work with a lot of freelancers. They are not cheap. They are very affordable and they are very understanding. They work from home. They get tons of jobs in a day. They are very valuable. I know in this part of the country, nobody really values freelancers, but I know I've I've worked with freelancers that work with big companies in this country, right? We've given them a lot of jobs. And our core market is targeting these businesses that need to scale but don't have enough funds to hire the big agencies or the big marketing agencies, and a lot of them. So we found our market. We realized that many companies in Nigeria register in the CAC every day. There are over I saw 3,000 companies that register every day in the CAC or more. And they want a website, they want an e-commerce website, they want a booking website, they want to sell food online, they want to put their clothes online, they want to do a lot of things online. So we saw that if we position ourselves in a way that we're trying to meet these needs of these SMEs, of these thousands of SMEs, we're going to get them to ask us for our service and get business. So we've been doing that so far. We have some unique strategies that we use. Sorry, I can't say that. Sorry.
Okay,
Well,
okay, it's
we
fine.
some
It's
unique strategies that we use and
understandable.
everything. So I mean, clearly our target market is the SMEs and also trying to solve a problem in Nigeria. I mean, unemployment is a big problem, and
Yeah.
there's so much talent in Nigeria. I'm not going to lie to you. There's so much talent in Nigeria. Every other day I get overwhelmed by the amount of people that won't come to the office here and people that contact with and show what they do and what they have. And I'm like, if only we know how much talent there is in this country, we'll want to invest a lot in the people of Nigeria. There's a lot of talent. And we also have a problem of companies actually underpricing talents. You understand? So that's where we come into. We try to create a very, very, very balanced, what's it called? A balanced ecosystem where companies come in and we give them the price and show them the value of what it is. Most talents don't know how to pitch what they have. Most talents don't know. So we help them. We are that intermediary platform that helps talents like get the best of them. So once we keep doing all these things, you see more, and testimonials also work for us too. Testimonials is one of the big things that happen for a lot of things. Okay, let me share another one for startups. So startups need to do a lot of testimonial marketing. Let me put it that way. So get get your friend, do a business for your friend, or no, do render a service for your friend. Maybe if you're a web designer, design a website for your friend. From there, your friend goes out and say, "By what was designed by so person, kindly contact him or her, and everything, or contact their company," and that's how you get jobs. You understand? So I feel there are a lot of ways to market yourself in this ecosystem we're in, and I mean, yeah.
Okay, so we have another question, and this is about what are the things a startup shouldn't do? I know you've talked about not going overboard in hiring, spending, and building. But aside these three things you've mentioned, what are the other things a startup shouldn't do? A startup that wants to scale.
Okay, so a startup that wants to scale should not lie to themselves, first of all.
Okay.
So I think lying to yourself is one of the biggest things you can do to yourself. If you're not making money, seek advice. If you're not getting it right, seek advice. Don't stay back and claim that you're doing something that is good, but it's not really scalable. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. If you like to ask your question verbally, just feel free to raise your hand. We have John, your hand is raised. So I'll ask you to unmute now and ask
Understand?
your
I mean,
question.
yeah. So also, one I want again. There's one important one I'm skipping from my head. Don't jump.
All right. Good evening.
Good evening, John. Can
Into
you?
everyone's
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear
okay.
you. Yeah, I'm John from Jigawa State.
Oh, John,
It's
you're
Okay.
welcome.
Yeah, it was nice listening to Mr. Chigozie. Thank you very much. Even though I joined late, but I just want to draw from your wealth of experience. I do career coaching here for young children from age 5
Okay.
to 18, and I'm guiding them on what choice to make as per technology. Now, I discovered that, as a startup, that during weekend and then during holiday is when we can really have time to engage the children because of extra lessons. And then the area where I am, sometimes the children go for Islamia after school. So I'm just still thinking, because it's been a little bit difficult within the week on how to get customers at that time or clients within the week, except weekends and during holiday. I don't know what kind of advice you would like to give to me, because I was thinking of the option of getting additional person to work on my team, and you just advised us not to overload our team as a startup. Additional person to get for my team to offer another kind of service. That was what I was thinking of, but I know it's going to cost me more. So we're into coding for
Okay. So,
kids.
what part of the week did you say you don't get clients?
Monday to Thursdays.
So you don't get clients Monday to Thursday, right?
No, we don't. Is it don't?
Yes, don't. Like you don't get clients Monday to Thursday.
Yes, Mondays to Thursdays, exactly. Because the children go to school.
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, most times is when we get to get them. And holidays.
Okay, so from Monday to Thursdays, you don't want they still go home to do their homeworks and a number of all those things. So I
Yeah,
feel you
exactly.
should come up with a product. I think you should come up with a product that they will buy,
All right.
that during the week they'll work on they use the product to work towards the whole week, because every week you should be learning every week as a kid. I feel every child should learn daily. So to
Yeah.
cover up for Monday to Thursday, I feel there should be a product that has like maybe lesson 1 to 5, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No, lesson 1 to 4 from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And during the weekend, they submit back to you,
All
and
right.
you score them. So you sell the
All right.
product to them, maybe like a
All right.
book or something. I won't say technology now, because that's the same thing. Where you are, I'm sure internet is expensive for them, buying a tablet is
Exactly.
expensive for them. So just print a normal book,
All right.
create lesson notes for them. The idea you sell to their parents and stuff is that they need to keep learning for the weekend. So they don't come back after school and they are confused of what they learned the last weekend or something.
All
So
right.
create a product that you sell from Monday to Thursday. That way, you're able to make more income to cover for that.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, we have another hand raised. I will mute you now so you can ask your question verbally.
Started to put on the gem.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, this is Nigeria. There's no power actually. We cannot deduce that. Let me unmute her again and see if.
Okay.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Chigozie, and good evening, madam. I am a trainer, management trainer, and I decided to go into consultancy. So I have like, now recently I started getting interested in real estate and real estate management. And I know that as a management consultant, I can also do that. So now I don't know. I'm so scared of launching out. I do freelancing training, by the way. I have not really, I'm not attached to any organization as per se. So I do freelance training. I train with Nigerians of management and some other.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Can you?
Okay. Hello, are you hearing me now?
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So I said that I do freelance training. I'm a freelancer when it comes to training.
Okay.
So I'm about starting my own. I don't have any particular organization where I'm attached, but most jobs I do in Nigerian Institute of Management. I train with them and with any other organization that seeks for me as a freelancer, as an independent trainer. So now I want to go out. I want to launch out into the market, but I'm so scared because resources are not there. Even to even build a website, I've not been able to. So I don't have the resources for it. So I was like, okay, should I just start on my? Let me try and do something on my own. So a lot of things are left hanging, left, right, and center.
Okay.
So I'm trying my best to look for funds to start up, but no funds, and I don't want to borrow. So what would you just advise me to do as somebody that really wants to launch out and start something on my own? So that's my question.
Okay, so what sorry?
I said that's my question. Thank you.
Okay, yes. So I'm like, what's your target market for your training? Like, what do you train people on?
Okay, management, human resources, project management, human resources, project management, leadership, even data analytics.
Okay, so you just mentioned 5 different aspects of this training, and they are all from different fields. Yeah. So back to what I was talking about, knowing your core, right? List the 5 of them. The 5 of them, which of them is the easiest for you to do personally? The easiest for you to do, you're going to pick it out and look for how to partner with a training center around. All the 5 things you mentioned, there are 5 different, what's it called? There are 5 different, training centers across the nation for everything you mentioned, right? So look for one of them. Once you get one of them, look for how to partner with them and share profits with them. I feel that way you can make money for yourself. Look for already an established company that exists already. Tell them your core, tell them what you do, come up with a good idea of how you want to train their participants, and tell them they should not pay you outrightly, that they should just share profit with you. That way you can make money for yourself. You don't need to start off with so much fun. Then with your portfolio get from that company, you can leverage to start doing your own personal training. So I feel you should go that route. I don't know if that helps you, but I feel that's the route you should go. Because you already have a lot of things to train people on. That means you're actually a legend because you do a lot of things. You mentioned a lot of skills around the training people, so you're a legend. So just pick one low-hanging fruit, the lowest hanging fruit that you do that won't stress you, and look for a training center around you, partner with them. When you partner with them, ask for profit sharing. I think they will share profit with you from the participant that they have already. I feel that will.
Okay, thank you, Shigoze. We have another hand raised. Shike, please accept my request to unmute.
Okay. Can everyone hear me? Or can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have a question, and this is around funding for startups that are trying to scale up. So it's generally common knowledge that venture capital firms that actually invest in later stage funding rounds are more risk averse. So they're less likely to actually take on projects or businesses than earlier stage investors and venture capital firms. So what would you say is the best approach for companies that are looking to scale up to actually engage with venture capital firms and potential means of generating funding for their businesses? And what are some measures what's some common knowledge common knowledge that isn't as common, and some methods that you're actually applying currently to actually help scale up your own business?
Okay. So for approaching VCs, I feel is a bit tricky on that part because you actually have to take traction already. So when you're trying to scale up, you're not yet stable, right? You don't even know you're not even sure of your market yet. You've not got a lot of traction. You're not showing any proof of concept 100% yet. You still don't have your market ready. You don't have they're going to give you funds. Where do you want to channel your funds to? You understand? So asking for a VC, the scale up stage is still an early stage. You still need like seed funding from maybe friends and family and everything. So going to a VC at the scale up stage is a bit tricky. Only if you know, only if your concept is already proven to survive and you have the resources and you have the strong team to take it aboard, then fine. I know most companies or most startups already have a strong team on ground, and when the VC sees that they have all that requires for them to scale up to that particular level, they just give them funds. You understand? Because you already have the right team to push this thing to the next level, or company ABC is already doing what you're doing already, and this is how they are going already. So you just want to go ahead and do the same thing they are doing, and you have the right team, you have the right structure. I mean, they can pump in funds to you, but mostly every VC wants to know that you already have a ready market, or you're already gaining traction, you're already, what's it called? You're already making money, because traction might not really mean money, they're already making turnover and all of that. So, I mean, yeah, so I hope that answers the question. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. There's this other question. Let me take it through it. It says, okay, I'm into production, but with a high cost of both chin. Can you hear me?
Yeah, chin.
Yes, but with a high cost of both raw materials and packing materials. And as a newbie into the market, profitability is a major challenge I'm going through. What will you advise us to do to stay afloat with a profit margin of -2%? Wow.
Profit margin of -2%.
That's lost.
Okay. So first of all, I will advise you to start lean. So however you're starting your chin business, if you have your chin business in a location where you are paying rent, I feel you should move back. You guys said? Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Hello?
you. Please go ahead.
Okay, so if you're trying to make money through your chin business, I feel you should start from people already around you. So start from selling to people that live in your, if you're in an estate, make sure everybody in your estate already buys your chin. That way, just start, reduce your cost of raw materials, reduce your cost of everything. Let's become so low. Try to do a lot of testing, let people buy your chin regularly. If you have children around you, make sure your chin is the thing you're thinking about to go and buy in the morning. That way you see your profit leveling up a bit. Just reduce, I'm saying, you know, it's not, everybody likes chin. Changing is everywhere. But if you start in the sense that you don't know how people like your changing first of all, you don't know if they like your taste, and you're going to start selling to the whole community or the whole of Lagos already, you might have a problem. So I think you should start from selling changing from the people around you, the children that go to school every day. Make sure they are buying your changing. The friend, your neighbor that goes to work, make sure she's packing changing beside her flask of food or something just to eat at work. Let's start making your profits from that's traction. Make sure you're getting people already steady income coming in already from people around you first of all, because changing is something that people buy everywhere. People buy changing on the road. They can buy changing from anywhere. So if you are doing changing, I mean, there's no, the only thing that can stop your changing business is your taste of your changing and the price. You understand? There's a standard price of changing. That small one, I think it's 50 naira. I bought on the road when I'm very. So if you sell yours for 150, you're clearly you're not going to sell to nobody. But if your taste of that changing is remarkable, is off, you understand, you'll get the sales, but you will not get enough sales. So start from people around you first of all. Start selling your changing. Then also now grow something I think people don't really do. Create a network market around you using your changing business. Give people the business plan around you. Tell them that, okay, this is what you make. If you sell 100 changing, if you buy 100, if you use 10,000 naira to buy X amount of changing, you're going to make your return on investment should be 25% after you sell everything. That way, you can get people and friends to start selling changing for you. People come in the morning, pass by you, pick up their box. So you can just be a center to pick up changing. You don't need to sell to no one anymore. You just be a changing production platform. You don't need to go out anymore. Your friends, your 10 of your friends can just come pick up their changing to go and sell to their different communities. That way, you are selling to your community personally, and you are also selling to your friends around you. They are doing the network marketing around you. That way, you're going to start selling. So I mean, changing is good stuff. I have one brand of changing. I eat changing a lot. I use it to work. I use it to think. So I think that's why I like the changing business. So you should try it.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shigoze. I know we've learned a lot today. But then before we end the webinar, is there something you think, yes, we should know? Is there something you've not mentioned during the course of this webinar that you quickly want to mention?
I feel everyone, because of their innovative and they want to see how we could better the country. I'm actually a fan of value addition. I like to be part of a whole lot of value addition programs and all things. So I feel everyone should calm down on blaming government for everything, right? Let's do the little we can do from our little side. Yeah, I'm serious because I think people blame government a lot for everything. So I think let's do the little we can do. Start from that small community you are in, right? I'm coming up with a project for communities to see how each and every one person can come up with something to solve a problem in their community. That's later in the year, but I think everybody can come up with an idea, a creative, very, very cost-effective project around their community to make money and also add value around their community. So that's all I can. That's my own take on, because the more each and every one of us adds value to the community, the more Nigeria gets better, Africa gets better, and I mean, understand. So
Yeah, thank you so much for that, Shigoze. It was amazing, and we really enjoyed the webinar. Thank you for the insights, and to all our participants, in all you do, learn this. You must be valuable in whatever it is you do, your business, your enterprise. Make sure you are adding value to yourself. Make sure you're adding value to your community. Same time next week Thursday, 5 p.m. So I can see a lot of people are asking for the recording and the presentation. It will be made available on the website. That's www.ecoeyecenter.com/webinar. However, give us some time. By tomorrow morning, the videos as well as the presentation of this webinar and other previous webinars, you can find everything there. Thank you, and enjoy the long break, Sugar Day. Bye, everyone.
okay.